Alright, so you need a master clock. This is the most inexpensive one I've seen. ESC. So this spits out word clock to your audio. You clock everything to that, and it spits out tri-level sync to your video or black burst. But you still need a SMPTE timecode. So they make this other guy, master clock, which is just a timecode generator really, but it has a video reference. So you get one of the tri-level sync outputs or the black burst outputs from your master clock, and you go into the video reference of this guy. And that way everything will get timestamp the same. Your audio and video will have the same frame by frame timestamp, and you'll be perfectly in sync. No drift, no anything. You gotta clock your audio network. So we're sending the word clock to the console. Over here you have word clock in, and that's going to Dante. So now Dante, we have it here set to external, and that's gonna be your master, preferred master. So now the clock is on the whole network. I'm using nuendolive, which only takes MIDI timecode, so we need a converter. So I got a SMPTE clock generator that with a video reference. It has to have a video reference for it to all be in sync. And that I'm feeding it into Dante. Here's my linear time code. If you want to know what it sounds like, it's horrible. That's what it sounds like. But we patch that, and you need a converter to MIDI time code. Tracks Live doesn't need it. Some other softwares don't need it, but nuendolive does. So the one I use is Hooray. Here we go. Choose the Dante virtual sound card. I put it on channel 64. And there it is. That's our time code. So now I could go to nuendolive. Let's do test. And here, MIDI time code. We're gonna choose the LTC reader. And there you go, that's the time code. So now when you hit record, it's gonna record with this time code, and your tracks and video will be perfectly in sync. Alright, so I made that video really quick when I was on a gig. I was using nuendolive, but the principle is the same no matter what software you use. You need a master clock. The master clock has to give out black burst or tri-level sync and word clock. So you go from your master clock tri-level sync reference into your timecode generator, and then from your timecode generator you send timecode to your digital video recorder and your digital audio recorder. Then from your master clock you have to send tri-level sync to all your video recorders, all your video world, and word clock to your audio world. It was easy with a Dante network because you clock one device, that device becomes your master in Dante, and then everybody picks up that clock from Dante. It'd be a little bit different if you were using MADI or something else, but the principle is the same. You have a master clock that's telling video and audio to go at the same pace, and then you just strip that with timecode. So then if they both have the same timecode, you can align them perfectly in the editing software timeline. The numbers will line up and you won't get a drift after a while because the master clock is keeping them at the same rate.